And here we go. Hey, everybody, how's it going today? Hope you're having a great day. We are about to get into a box of SP Signature Legends from 2020-21. This is going to be a great rip. Just going to warn you in advance, this is going to be a long video because we're going to rip through every single packet one by one, and there's 18 packets in here. So be prepared. Hope you have a drink and some snacks for this. Also, it's super hot in the apartment here today, so I'm trying my best not to sweat too much on the cards, but I've got the AC on, I got the fan on, but it's just been one of those days. Cellophane is off. Let's get the seal broken and get to ripping. For those of you who have not seen SP Signature Legends, obviously it has the word Legends in it and it has the word Signature in it, which are the two keys, meaning that we will be seeing a lot of older players, and at least normally I've been averaging about 2 signatures per box that I've opened for these. 18 packs in here. I'll just read it off to you. 18 packs, 5 cards per pack in there. Lots of great inserts, lots of great hits to have in here. It's going to be super fun. Let's get the box a little bit off to the side there and we'll start ripping while I talk and yabber away here. There we go. After the video, or maybe during the video, I'll post some of the previous hits I've had from this product just so you can see what they look like. But for those of you who have seen these, I think you know what to expect. There's a lot of players in here that are not as big names, but have never had autos before. So they've had their autos in their alumni activated for this product specifically. So you'll see signatures of a lot of players from like maybe the 70s, the 80s that are not super big names, but they also have never had autos. So you'll see autos for the first time. And if you have watched them, it's kind of cool to pull them and get an auto of them when they've never really had much to collect other than their regular base cards. So first up, Blaine Stoughton, Mark Messier. These are the regular base cards. Let me flip this around here so you can see the back. The base cards are just what you need out of them. Regular info. And I've got the camera on wide focus here, so I wonder if I might consider putting this on closer focus. There's our first auto on the very first pack. Oh my goodness. That is Brian Campbell, the Buffalo Sabres, longtime defenseman. Let's get that in there closer. There you can see that. So that's our first auto already. So maybe if we're lucky, we'll get a third auto. Henrik Sedin is the other base card, and John LeClair is the third. Let me just pause this for 1 second. We'll go to a closer view. All right, so I cut away for a moment just to change the camera because it doesn't seem to focus too well from that distance that I had before. Let's see how this one does here. This is a little bit closer. You can see the signature a lot better that way of Brian Campbell's autos. And of course, we showed you the base cards before. So let's keep Brian Campbell in the background and move on to our next one. And sorry for the super close view here. Let's see if this one works better for you. Let's see. There we go. Pack number 2. And we've got Mark Bell here, followed by, this is the parallel version of the base card of Mark Osborne. You can see him there for the Maple Leafs. And the back looks exactly the same other than the fact that it's the parallel gold version of it. John Davidson, Doug Wilson, and Randy Wood. Yeah, that's just way too close, I think, on the focus. I'm going to back it up again and go back to the regular view. There we go, back to normal. So trying to get the best view possible for you guys, but the other one was just a little bit too close. And borderline horror movie there. Get through 2 packs. We got an auto in the very first pack. Of course, I'm a big Leaf fan. I'm also a big Gretzky fan, so those are the cards I'm hoping for the most. There's Dennis Hextall, the Minnesota North Star uniform. Joey Sakic, who you can never go wrong with. We got a Deck of Guns insert for this one of Ray Bourque, nice and shiny there. That's a beauty. So that's another hit there. We'll put aside. Bill Berg of the Maple Leafs, the defensive specialist, and Another great guy in Buffalo, Daryl Shannon. I love the classic Buffalo uniforms, but I also really like this one too. That one just stands out so well. So back from the 80s uniforms of Buffalo to the one you just saw there are probably my two favorite versions of their uniforms that they've had. How about you guys? Do you guys have a preference on which uniforms Buffalo ever played in? Speaking of classic uniforms, there's Calgary Flames with Eddie Beers, La Tendresse, the Evolve cards, Pat Hickey. You can see him there with the Ranger uniform and the Leaf uniform. Love these. These are one of my preferred inserts to get. Nelson Emerson and Steve Reinprecht follow up. Let's get into the next one here. I have managed to pull the Evolve of Lemieux and Gretzky, which is great. I have not managed to pull autos of them. Ed Van Himp for Philadelphia. Ronnie Hextall. Fantastic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yari Curry's auto on Future Watch. Oh my God. I mean, like, I love Wayne Gretzky, but that's his right-hand man there. That is amazing. I can't believe I just pulled that. That's crazy. Yari Curry, one of the greatest scorers of all time. And Gretzky's right-hand man. That is just fantastic. I'm just going to, just to be safe, I'm just going to sleeve it up here. I don't want anything to happen to that. Future Watch, Yari Curry. That's one of the best hits you can hope for, man. If it's not Gretzky, it might as well be Curry. Danny Gerard and Ricky Vive of the Leafs. And, man, I am already in a really good mood. This box was worth it just for that one autograph of Curry. Oh, and actually, I forgot to mention that one is numbered here. Let's see if we can get into focus. 49 of 99 on the Future Watch for Yari Curry. And I grew up watching the Edmonton Oilers in their heyday with Gretzky's team, and man, the way Curry and Gretzky combined, it was just unbelievable. Let's save the hit card for last. We'll put the base cards in the front. Cournoyer, Corey Cross, Alex Burrows, and Steve Casper, and dominant digits of Mario Lemieux. There we go with the Penguin logo shining away at the bottom. And boy, oh boy, the hits just keep coming there. It's really hard to not enjoy a box of cards that has Mario Lemieux in it. And even if you're not in Pittsburgh, you can't help but just admire how amazing it was to watch him play. Just a great player. All right, let's get the base cards in the front again. Kerry Wilson, Trevor Linden, Denny Savard, and Mike Zook. Oh, and here's our clear cut, Rick Vive. And man, this is not what I would have expected of Rick Vive for a clear cut. He's in the Vancouver uniform. That's crazy. Considering that he spent a lot of time with other teams, like you would expect to see him with the Leafs or with Buffalo. But hey, we got him with Vancouver as a clear cut. That is freaking cool, man. And again, the Vancouver uniforms, they've had a lot throughout the years. Their classic uniform is fantastic with the hockey stick, but it is so fun to watch them with those old Vs. Wow, that's just great. All right, pull up bases again. Brad Richards in the next pack, Jim Vandermeer, Shell Samuelson, and Kyle Wellwood. And the hit, another dominant digits, Denny Savard. Fantastic. And if you ever watched Denny Savard, the thing that everybody remembers about him the most is what they called the Savardian spinoramas, where he used to come up on defensemen and do a full circle spin and go right around them. What a move he had. Vernon Fiddler, Nashville. Randy Carlyle with Pittsburgh. Laurie Boschman, Jets. And Fedor-Tuten, followed by our first canvas. And it's, wow, this just keeps getting better and better. Steve Yzerman with the canvas card. I love Steve Yzerman, and it's in the All-Star uniform also. That's one that I love Yzerman, but I wouldn't mind having that graded, to be honest with you, because it would look so good. I'll tell you something kind of funny is as a Leaf fan, you know, like you go out and you buy memorabilia. I've gone out and I bought Leaf jerseys before in my life when I was younger. I never bought jerseys of the competition. The only jersey I've ever bought that was not a Leaf was Steve Yzerman, just because I used to love watching him play so much that I had to buy his jersey. He was just so good. All right, another Calgary Flame here, Paul Reinhart. Wayne Gretzky on the base card. All right. Joe Malash with the mask. Jeff Daniels. And another canvas card of Mr. John Davidson with that outstanding mask. Look at that, man. Jeez. John Davidson. What a great guy. And kind of lost track. I think the last thing I remember of him was when he was taking care of presidential duties for the Columbus Blue Jackets. I'm not sure if he's still doing that or not, or if they've replaced him. Somebody let me know in the comments just so I can stay updated on what's going on with him. Bob Probert, rest in peace. Felix Potvin, another great base card there. Brian Lawton. Mike Bossy, the legend. Man, even the base cards are great. And what do we have behind it? Profile of Mark Messier. There we go. Nice and shiny. That's what the back of the card looks like. Fantastic. I'm not sure if we're going to get lucky enough to get another auto in here. We've already gotten Brian Campbell and Yari Curry. And like I was saying at the beginning of the video, normally there's 2 autos per box. But because we hit both of them so early, I'm kind of curious to see if we can get another one in here before the end. Guy Lapointe, Canadians, Scott Mellanby, Florida, Kip Miller, Capitals, classic of Ted Lindsay, and is this another canvas? A third canvas card of Steve Shutt. Look at that. Montreal Canadian legend. Used to play on the left side with Jacques Lemaire and Guy Lafleur when they won all those cups. And what a great, great goal scorer he was. I think at the time he played for Montreal, he had set the record for the most goals by a left winger in one season. That's probably been broken by now. Okay, we got our hit next, so I'll put that at the back. Martin St. Louis. Red Berenson. Wow, that's a classic. Garpenlov and Ray Whitney. And it is another Evolve card of Dominic Hasek, Chicago, Buffalo, and Detroit. That is a beauty for the Dominator. Look at that. If you guys get a chance to buy these cards, the packs, you gotta admit that the hits, the inserts, there are some really, really good inserts to pull. The Evolve cards are fantastic. The canvas cards, I mean, you can't go wrong with getting canvas cards with all these legendary names on them. And the dominant digits are pretty cool too. Rod Langway in the classic Capitals uniform. Bryce Salvador, Stewie Gavin, who was actually one of the first autographs I ever got. It wasn't on a hockey card. It was on like almost like a postcard. Jean Beliveau, and we've got another clear cut. We've already gotten one clear cut. This is a clear cut future watch. Oh my God. Henrik Sedin on the future watch on acetate. That is crazy. That is a beauty. That is our second clear cut to go along with the one we got of Rick Vive earlier. Man, this box is loaded. That's the first time that I've pulled 2 acetate cards from SP Legends. So that's fantastic. And like I said, I'm still kind of secretly hoping we can get one more big hit out of here, but I think we've gotten all the really big hits out of the way already. And let's pull up the base cards. Andy Bathgate, Axelson, Osborne, and Tim Hunter. And behind that is another dominant digits, Eddie Belfour. There we go. So we got Denny Savard with the dominant digits, and we've got the Eddie Belfour, and I think there was one other one in there of, was it Messier? No, Messier was the profile. I can't remember what the other one was, but we'll review them in the end. 3 more packs to go here. This has been a load of fun. I would love to see if you guys have ripped these, what kind of hits you guys have pulled, because I love seeing the cards from here. This one is just going to be a parallel base card. Lucien Dubois, Michel Goulet, couple of French names there. Sean McKenna, Byron Defoe, and the base parallel of Steve Casper. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge Steve Casper fan, just because he always reminds me of that time where he coached Boston and benched Cam Neely during the Leaf game. And I really like Cam Neely a lot, so Steve Casper kind of has a bitter taste in my mouth for that. All right, let's see where the hit is in this one. It's another base. Okay, so base parallel. So we got Bill Barber, Tim Horton, awesome. Al Iafrate, another awesome one. Vesa Toskala, good and bad memories there. And Marty Brodeur on the parallel. There we go. Base parallel gold of Marty Brodeur. Fantastic. Can't go wrong with Marty. So we've got a Dominator card and we've got a Martin Brodeur card. Let's see what our very last pack is. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Please feel free to make some comments about which cards you liked or if you liked the set overall. And let's see what our last hit will be. I'm going to pull it to the back. I think it's a canvas. Joey Kosher, Randy McKay, Marc-Andre Bergeron from the Oilers, Yvon Lambert, and it is a sideways canvas of Dallas, or I was going to say Minnesota, Brent Gilchrist. All right. Well, that's not a huge name, but one that I definitely haven't seen before of Brent Gilchrist. And I can't even say his name properly. So that is it. The box is done. Let's just review the hits for you guys, if you don't mind. So we got the Brent Gilchrist on the canvas, Marty Brodeur on the parallel, another parallel Steve Casper, Dominant Digits of Eddie Belfour, Future Watch. This was a massive hit for me of Henrik Sedin. That is just beautiful. I'd love to get his brother now. The Evolve card of the Dominator, Hasek. Steve Shutt on the canvas. Messier on the profiles. Let me know which one of these inserts is your favorite. We've got John Davidson on the canvas. Steve Yzerman also on the canvas there as an all-star. Those amazing classic uniforms. Really happy with that one. Denny Savard, Dominant Digits. A second acetate for Rick Vibe, strangely, with Vancouver, because you hardly ever see him in the Vancouver uniform. So that's kind of cool. Mario Lemieux on the Dominant Digits, which is fantastic. And I'm going to leave the autos at the last here. Mark Osborne on the parallel. Get to the other Evolve card, which is sideways of Pat Hickey. Had some great time in the early 80s there. Our one Decagon card is Ray Bourque. I'm usually used to getting at least a couple of Decagon cards in one of these boxes. So the fact that we only got one suggests that they gave us the extra one to get the clear-cut acetate this time. Brian Campbell on the auto for the Buffalo Sabres. Kind of wish they had all his stats here because he was around for a long time. And was a great defenseman, offensively very talented. And the hit of the box, without any doubt, this I still can't believe I'm holding this to my head, is Yari Curry with the auto. Love those 80s Oilers. Gretzky, Messier, Kevin Lowe, and of course Yari Curry, 49 of 99. Like I said, I'll put some pictures at the end of the video if you want to see of some of the other hits I've had. That's it for the break. I hope you enjoyed that one a lot. We'll see what we can. I'm going to go through all these cards now and see which ones are doubles or triples if I have any, because I've bought a few before. If there's anything extra, I'll try and give it away to you guys with my next giveaway. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day while I clean up all this dust from all these cards. Thanks. Stay cool out there. Catch you later.